Well, Goosebumps fans, we have some amazing news today as Goosebumps is finally making its return to live action. It's not a new movie, we are instead getting a series on Disney Plus, which is really interesting because we first got reports about this series back in April of 2020. So we already knew that we were getting a brand new live action Goosebumps series. Of course, we had a live action Goosebumps series in the 90s. That was great. Love it. But now we're getting a new one, and specifically on Disney Plus. It was just announced yesterday that Disney Plus has ordered a 10-episode series for Goosebumps. And I was really excited for this when it was first announced back in April of 2020 with just the possibilities of what they could do with this, because I personally enjoyed the movies. I know a lot of people didn't, but what they could do different from the movies, whereas in the movies it was kind of like an amalgamation of all these stories together, and it was kind of set where like all these monsters and characters were from the books and all that stuff. I kind of wanted them to do what they did in the original 90s series, where every episode is its own contained story and tackles a different Goosebumps book. I think that worked out great in the 90s series, and I would love to see that done now today, especially with the kind of budget and CGI and level of sorcery that we have and technology that we have nowadays that would work so well with Goosebumps. But instead, this Disney Plus series is going to be kind of similar to what we got with the live action movies a couple years ago, but with a twist. So it is going to be one continuous story throughout the whole 10 episodes, but it's going to be having all of the monsters in it as well. So here's the official synopsis. The series follows a group of 5 high schoolers who unleash supernatural forces upon their town and must all work together. Thanks to and in spite of their friendships, rivalries, and past with each other, in order to save it, learning much about their own parents' teenage secrets in the process. So definitely sounds like kind of a cliche supernatural teenager type story. Kind of gives me vibes of like definitely kind of a little bit of Riverdale. Kind of reminds me of The Runaways from Hulu. It sounds like a very familiar plot, but hopefully they'll be able to spice it up a bit with the actual Goosebumps mythologies and mythos and characters for this story. Like, again, I was hoping that it would be, closer to the 90s series, but now knowing what the series is actually going to be, I am hoping that they can do it something similar to like what they did in the movies and have just all of these crazy monsters in here. Have Slappy, have Monster Blood, have the Vampire Poodle, these other different monsters. Like, there's so much that they can do with this, and I'm really excited to see what actually comes with this. Again, it's going to be a 10-episode series, and it's going to be coming to Disney Plus at some point in the coming year. So I'm definitely really excited for this. But guys, what do you think about the return of Goosebumps to live action, and what do you think about the official synopsis for this Goosebumps Disney Plus series? So guys, thanks so much for watching. Please drop a like if you enjoyed this video, and hit the subscribe button so I can keep you up to date on everything that goes on in the movie life.